You have light. You don't have music though. Basically. Don't have to the hit. Basically, I have two. One third, one third. So, one more member. I'll read my think back. I want to say, I kind of think of it. I just realised, apologies. I don't know if the mic has been picking it up properly because of where my mic was. But yeah, thank you all for being members. It really helps support my channel and proves that I can actually invest more time into making videos. So I've got 13 members now. So thank you, little HBK88 Gaming, for the membership starting of yesterday, and thank you to everyone else. The support is amazing, and I really appreciate it. The fact that it's up to 13 members already means next month I will also be doing a stone pack giveaway for my members. Like, it's basically, I've got 10 members this month. I just realized how badly this is messed up when I've dragged it across. I cannot do anything with that. Hopefully if I drag it back across, there we go. Okay, what's going on? Is it just getting too small when I drag it across? No, it's just not liking the screen whatsoever. I'll have to can't even move that one. Okay. This is why you prepare before the stream. Believe it or not, that's something that you should do. It's just completely breaking whenever I try and go across. But there we go, that time it didn't break. Still juttery, but I can deal with juttery as long as it's not breaking, right? As long as it's not breaking, then it fucking breaks. No idea what's going on. First time I've had this issue with... Will it work if I... Bear with me whilst I try and fix some weird issues. Hopefully that may fix it. You can see everything messed up a little bit, but it looks to have fixed it at least. Go back here, I can double check to make sure this isn't right. Oh god. Is this going to let me max out like I was? So no, I'm going to have to reopen this one. There you go. You guys get to see the fun of me sorting out multiple towers to fit my display for streaming. There we go. And then there should be enough room for the glass cannon. It doesn't feel like it. There isn't enough room. What's going on? Everything's lined up the same as it used to be. Oh my god. I'm gonna, in fact, yeah, bear with me. To change this back to what it was before. Customize. Go back to this. Hopefully everything will still work. But we'll have to reopen this a third time. Bring this over here. Put this in the right place. Yeah, that already looks much better. That's where that should be. Well, that can go to full screen. In this to the front. There we go. Looks like we're actually getting somewhere. So, gonna double check everything. Sorted out my tournament to be an actual tournament set. Like there's no damage. Got the correct cards in. No enemy balance, because enemy balance doesn't really, well, it could help, but the thing is I got knocked down anyway, so my tournament's not going to be such a, like it's going to be longer, but I'm pretty sure I should be like top 3. Just quickly finishing up what I said I was going to finish on my Xbox before everything broke on my PC. Sell everything. I was hoping to get through all my characters before 9, but like I've got 52 characters on Neverwinter to go through and gold on. On the plus side though, I can still see my center screen, so I can see that that's off by like millimeters, and it's driving me crazy if I don't move it. That is still not quite fully at the bottom, but I don't think it's going to let me go any further. Oh well. Right, so the cards are correct. Yeah, so definitely got Pulsar Harvester in. Honestly, so fuming about that. Completely. I mean, it was my own fault. I messed up, but like, still fuming. Yeah, so 46 gold. That is not the right button. Oh my god. Oh no, I did summon the bank, I just talked to the wrong one. How many characters did I have left to go? I have like now. The right card on this one? Yeah, push. There's no such thing as the right. That up here. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I hadn't even got through half of them. I'll just turn my Xbox off for now, and we'll get back to the stream. Apologies about that. Just me trying to fit everything into the schedule all at once. Right, so this one is coins, so it's the wrong preset. And then... am I wanting to... I'm just thinking, is it modules that I want to buy on this one? But I think it's the one. Yeah, I know exactly what we're up to. We're not wanting death penalty. Edge. No, I didn't want it. Have a look. I know it's expensive, but it increases my health. And then we'll also push health here and a bit of health. And we'll take the extra workshop upgrades. Have we collected yet? Right, so that one's ready. This one's ready. I've been pushing my cash bonus on this one as well now that I've got project funding. So that's, I think it's been helping. I managed to get 2,500 waves on here, so it's like an extra 500 compared to what I was doing. So I can go back through and get like the 2,500s on the other ones, and I may be able to get past 4,400 waves here. But that's not an issue right now. Put that in. We do not have intro sprint in here, do we? We do have wave skip, which is okay. So I've managed to pull. So I re-rolled this as well. So I'm now using Death Wave cooldown because this works for my tanking build anyway, better than having the Golden Tower cooldown, because I had Golden Tower cooldown mythic, which, yes, it was useful for my farming runs, but completely pointless for my actual tournament runs. So I've got Death Wave cooldown and Death Wave quantity so that I can get my health as soon as possible in Legend tournaments, but obviously I got knocked out last week because I was an idiot and had the wrong... I had Black Hole Digester rather than Pulsar Harvester. That could have easily got me the extra 20 waves needed. So still trying to re-roll this. I've still not managed to re-roll my defense. I think what else? I've been trying to re-roll this. So we have Perma Black Hole. It just sounds like someone knocked on my door, so I'm just going to quickly double check. But yeah, we have Perma Black Hole in our farming runs now without having Glass Cannon, and Perma Golden Tower. So I was basically looking to get my Death Wave quantity up for my farming to try and get my econ up a bit. It has been going quite well, so no one knocked on the door. Don't know what that noise was, probably my cats. So we're making progress, but I also need to push. I don't think I've really made any progress on my farming build per se, like strength wise. What are our battle conditions today? Orb resistance, Protector's ultimate, that's fine. Ultimate weapon durations, yeah, so I'm not going to have my Perma Black Poison Swamp, unfortunately. I am trying to get that pulled as well for the tournaments, but that's not really an issue. We've got G-Comp in at least, but obviously Poison Swamp's the only one that's not affected by it. So pull into here. With the orb resistance, I am tempted to swap my orbs out, but I think it's fine. We'll go back in here. So, okay. Right, so at least it's like, well, if these two were swapped around, it would have been gold, platinum, champion, but still, it is technically all three. So I should absolutely smash champion today, but it is going to be a longer stream because of that. So participating tournaments completed. I'm going to keep that until the end of the day, actually. And the other two didn't have it, so we want to be over here as well. I've also made a decision on how I'm going to progress with doing damage on that baby. Oh, I'm like an idiot. So yeah, I've made a decision of how I'm going to progress my stones investments. So I am aiming, I'm going to say I'm aiming because there's no guarantee on this, right? Well, actually, I've done the maths. I will be able to get there, but it's going to take a while. But I may change what I'm going to do in the interim. So without G-Comp, I could get to Perma Black Hole. I mean, I'm currently at Perma Black Hole here, as you can see, for my tournament runs because I have G-Comp. But if I can do it without G-Comp, that frees up that slot for using a different module. So, for example, in tournaments, because I know what I can do out of tournaments, which I already do, but in tournaments, if I didn't have to use G-Comp, I would potentially be able to put project funding in for extra damage, or I can increase my bot range for when I get my flame bot back, which would be amazing. Having both Pulsar Harvester and bot range increase would be a massive help. I know I obviously still need to increase my OAs, but I haven't even got to Ancestral OA anyway, so I'm not so concerned about that really. Yeah, so I probably could have gone with my intro sprint build, I just realised, because this is going to be a long run. Shall we have a quick look? Mind, it's not always best to check right now because everyone flicks around, right? Easily beat them. Easily beat them. Yeah, everyone else is just going to flick around, so we'll wait a bit and go through them. Once it's updated, everyone's wave counts, so that not everyone's at 1. On the plus side, my main tower should out-survive my glass cannon tower. In theory, anyway. Yeah, I'm just sat here zoning out. Apologies. Things have been going a little bit sideways with my baby accounts. I've not been able to put as much time into them. Basically, just priorities. Fortunately, some things just have to be sacrificed. I was waiting for my music to start there. That's why I suddenly paused. I was like, "Is it going to come back?" In tournament as well. I want to save that because we'll just get it back again. Then I believe all of this is fast. So, unfortunately, with being knocked down into champions, like, I don't think there's much I can really say about it than Chucks to be me. And has it updated everyone now? How many ones are there? Right, there's 4 ones, 5 ones even. Not so bad. Right, so easy, easy, easy. Yep, no problem there. No problem. No problem. think this should be an easy number 1. Looking at it. Names are changing. I'll have a proper look through later, but it looks like should be first. If not first, will be second. Especially with making sure everything's correctly set up. Just completely zoning out watching my tournament, honestly. But yeah, a lot of changes, but definitely I think I'm moving in the right direction with the choices that I've made. My farming runs, as you can see. Forgot I did tier 19s before. Here we go. So we are up to 1.49 quadrillion per run, pretty much, or 1.5 quadrillion per run, and 178 trillion per hour, which is amazing. So we're back to the econ that we were before I made all these changes, which means the only way is up. And I was hoping to put a little bit more into a golden bot, get that cooldown a bit more this event, but unfortunately, oops, I did a thing. Anyway, all we've got is kill bosses, get free gem rewards, and log in. So it's kind of just a case of waiting and seeing. Yeah, I was just double checking my mic is the right mic, and music's a little bit loud. I just realised. Apologies about that. That should be better. And then we should really go back into the tournament. I mean, it was playing in the background the whole time. You know, it's always best to actually going. Yeah. Yeah, I decided to stream at this time because it's like my Wednesday day off, and I used to stream at this time, so I just kind of wanted to get a feel for how people interact at this time. And again, my other streaming time is preferred in a way. The only reason that I stream at this time is when my rota day off with my workplace is on a Wednesday. It just means that I can stream earlier, and then on the evening I can spend time with my wife instead of having it on an evening, taking away from time with my family, basically. So yeah, basically I'm just doing it at this time because it works a bit better. My hair looks a bit messy, bugging me. That totally helped. Say it looks messy, it looks styled. I close my windows, Jesus. I didn't even think of that open. My window was literally just ajar, it wasn't even open. How bad is that? Like, such a loud background. But that means they could hear me as well. With that theory. Right. Oh, another thing for the nerds. I don't know which ones I have and haven't shown since. For the nerds, I want to show off a couple of. I think these are the last ones that I printed. In fact, I might have shown him off before, so I won't. I'll just show. I've been basically printing off some enemies for my D&D campaign. One of them failed, but I can still use. So this is what I tried to print. If it'll focus, it probably won't. But basically, I need to spin it the other way. He's got like a pirate wheel for a shield, and then he's obviously got a scimitar. And then this was the other version of him that I printed off, but his sword broke. But I thought maybe you can just have a shield and like a knuckle duster. I just figured that way it makes it so that the whole print wasn't a waste just because his sword broke. And then we've got one which has a scimitar and a lantern. So like basically they're just guards from a. It's basically a trying to think of the best way to explain. I think they're a smuggling ring, but they're a smuggling ring that's pirates. Hey GR, how are you doing? That's what I've been up to on the side. Still fuming about being an idiot on my main tower. There we go. I'd misplaced my cursor there. The one downside of all the visual effects, like it's so easy to misplace my cursor, and I'm just like, where is it? I was just trying to think, do I get perma? I think I may have messed up, but I think it'll be okay. I think because of the battle conditions, I was supposed to put my G-Comp in my primary slot rather than my assist slot. So I may end up losing perma black hole. But at the end of the day, what can I do about that? It's just... If that's the case, I can always do a second run if I don't end first, but I'm most likely going to be ending first, or top 4 anyway, and getting back into Legends. And then next time I'm in Legends, I will definitely make sure everything is correct before I start my run. I am also getting a bit stronger as well, which is important. Double checking some stuff in the background. I had a plan as well, right? But then I ruined my plan. So streaming at this earlier time, I could get into the same bracket as Zephyr Games. And that was my plan. I was like, oh, we can go into the same bracket. And then I got knocked down into a different... Hey, Hexen Priest. It is early for a stream, but what the hell? Why did that just... Hello? 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 Oh, shit. What a time for it to crash. Right, let's fix that. $6.28 for you. It's $9.28 for me, so it's like I usually start work at 9, so it's after I would usually start work. So yeah, it's a bit early for you for a stream, that's fair. I know it's like 11 hours earlier than my normal stream time, but I used to stream at this time when I could, so I figured because I can today, I'd stream at this time for the people that used to join these streams to give them a chance. And I always give forewarning with my streams as well. Just having to restart that my main tower phone because it decided just to randomly crash weirdly. I don't know why it took me to the store for the tower as well and then decided to break. That was really weird. Come on, equipment. There we go. I honestly do not know what happened. It just randomly decided to die, and hopefully it will work now. Oh no. I panicked because I clicked there. Oh. Luckily we're early enough for it to not matter whatsoever. I might not be in the right place fully, but it crashed and then the tower wouldn't relaunch, so I just had to restart the whole phone for some reason. I've never had that issue. Like, this is the first time I've had any issues with the cloud phone I'm using. Like, LD Cloud's been really good. Fortunately today it changed its mind. Oh, I forgot to check as well. 83.4. I feel like that's changed slightly, but not much whatsoever. How close are we to maxing? Not bad. I was tempted to spend my coins to upgrade my enemy attack level skips before I started, but I decided not to. I've also I'm investing heavily in my econ. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. It felt like there's like as disgusting as this is, not really disgusting. I felt like there's a cat hair. Still feels like it's there on the side of my face, but I don't seem to be grabbing it. I mean, people find cat hair on your face disgusting anyway. Don't worry, someone just swapped the clouds drive. I know. I'm misplacing my... When you misplace, do that. Right, so... yeah. I've put coins per kill bonus in, that's going. Golden bot duration is so close to being completed now. A wave accelerator mastery and wave skip mastery are in. I'm gonna try and stick them in till they're completed. No matter how long that takes. So I need to work out basically when I've earned enough for the next mastery to go, because the problem is it doesn't tell you the expense of the next mastery. I mean, some of them you can see, that's not an issue. I know there's ways to work it out, but like, you've got to basically enter a load of information and then hope that it's right. So I went too far. Ads. CAD. Here's CAD. I've not got anything at level 7 yet, but from that being 5.46, I need to double check that, but I also need to update everything. So click into there because this is going to be done soon. Because obviously I've got this going at the bottom. It's just ticked up to 97, so I need to quickly, in fact, right, effective paths. Then I need to go into labs. Master. My discount is now 97. And then reopen Rend, because Rend will have to calculate. And then whilst that's doing that, I'll do this. So then labs. Lifetime boost. What labs? I'm doing it on a different screen as well. Oh no, yeah, card labs. Right, here we go. Tools. It charts. Why are my masteries not showing on here? Are masteries in a separate tab for this? No. Mastery labs aren't even showing on my card labs for some reason. Lab planner. Can it please be shown in lab planner? Start. These are the card labs. The masteries show in the planner, but they don't show on the actual thing. Makes sense. Right, so just finishing some stuff off as well. Multitasking, you know. Pay attention to my actual tournament stuff, shouldn't I? I mean, my main tower is literally just let it run now, to be fair. My mouse is just suddenly speeding up when it goes onto the screen. There we go. And then back to Rend. I can put Rend into this screen, to be fair. I just got to unpin this. Then I can that. And then we'll have a quick look. I'll try and get it so that it's accurate, but there's no guarantee. So, what's Gantt view? Gantt view does nothing. Oh, is it 'cause it's already on Gantt view? Calendar view. Okay. So I haven't got these set correctly at the moment, but I just want to double check. I just want to see what it says the values are. Wave accelerator. Can I please? Not letting me add any things to. Right, there we go. It's because I was in the middle of adding one. I couldn't add another one. So I'll fix everything and it'll let me know in a moment. So that's wave accelerator. So I want wave skip to max tick. And then I want to go back into my lab inventory. Oh, but I can't change the levels here because it's being annoying. Masteries aren't being shown on here. So I have to... Right, fine. We'll go back over here. Wave accelerator is 6 or 5 even. Wave accelerator 5 and wave skip is currently 3. Okay, and then reopen Ren so it pulls it all back in. And we'll go back to the screen, which not going to much change on it, but then there we go. If we go back into modules, this is going to be really hard for everyone to see, I just realized. Now if we go back into our lab planner, it's still saying the old levels. God damn it. Can I readjust? Should I scrap and try it? Try again. So these are both at speed 5 times. And then I can't add. Why can't I add? I've never had this sort of issue with this. Usually it's really smooth. There we go. Cards. Why is it not refreshed? God damn it. Literally pulled it in. Yeah, it's updated on my main sheet. So can you? Why is my music stopped now? Yes, I'm still watch. What have you done, Hexen? I was just like chilling, and then now I'm trying to get my lab to work. But I don't understand. Oh, I suppose, can I search for it and it maybe come up? Mastery. Wave. Yep. Can't even type. Like, I know where it is. Right? If I go down to Card Labs. Card Labs. No mastery showing up. Are you saying I have to go into Card Tracker? The mastery's in here. Oh, okay, this is exactly why. So, Wave Accelerator, because I haven't updated that. This should, I forgot this doesn't pull from my sheet, so I'll just tick the ones that I want. Wave, yep. I'll fix this properly later, but this is why it's not coming up. Is Wave Skip blue? It is blue. So now, when I go into my labs, should be there. Ultimate Weapon, Card Labs. There we go. We've got Wave Accelerators 5, Wave Skips 3, so that's working properly. So now if we go, I have to go back up for the planner. I just want to mind. Probably, yeah, you can actually set the target, can't you? And that would have probably given me. Yeah, okay. So I don't need to go into the planner. Go back down. Apologies. It's been a while since I've used this part of Rend. So if I just go target 6. That's why it is at 6. But I want to know. I just want to know what the next level is after this. So what is basically 6.5. Right, so I need 6.5 Q for this one. And then take this to 4. Is that? I had to take it to 5. Just shy of 4. So I need 10.8 5 basically, and this one's died. Never does well, so that's fine. And we will do. Did we do another tier 3 run? See if we can finally get the milestone. Probably not. There's not been much change, but we'll go for it. So yeah, once I get up to 10.6 Q, I mean, I've still got time. 10.5 Q, sorry. How long have I got until these finish? 2 days, 1 day, and a bit. So yeah, it's still a bit tight on Econ, actually, looking at that. I was just seeing if I had extra Q. So at least I've got that working on Rend, and I know why. I just need to go check all my cards because I haven't pulled the cards in. That's my bad. 2 times your lifetime coins, damn. Yeah, for me, it's the 10.5 Q, because that's what I said I needed, right? Quickly, as going off my last couple of runs where I'm actually doing farming runs, it's 10 runs, but I do 3 runs per day at best. Sometimes I'll miss. So that's what, 3 days and a bit. By the way, on the lab, try to start using the collapse all button and then opening only what session you're going to use. Yeah, I'll start doing that going forward. I've been meaning to use Rend more, but I've just not been getting around to it. But yeah. It is a great tool, and like, yeah. I don't know why my my gems are out of sync much. Really shouldn't be. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a team now, actually, isn't it? I was gonna say, forgotten his name. What's his name? Project Rend. Went to click the thing there. I'm gonna move my Project Rend across so that I can double check. I mean, I made a video on it ages ago before it advanced this much. I'm just complaining at my system. The only where was it? He used to have his name on here. Helpful links. No, it began with a D. Drove me crazy. He no longer has the Dizzy. Sometimes pops into the stream still. It's been a while since I've seen him though. Usually see him in Discord chats. Yeah, I know Dizzy's had some help recently, especially with the linking the effective path sheets. It's been a major thing that someone else worked on rather than Dizzy, and that's really increased the way, like, how good the sheet is as well. Rend is, like, not having to update everything in multiple areas. But I think the cards isn't working at the moment, hence why I had that whole confusion with my cards there. But honestly, Project Rend is an amazing companion app, and I would recommend everyone to use it that is like on PC. I don't think there's a mobile version for it yet, unfortunately. I think it's actually that's quite. I think it works on Mac, but not on Linux, or is it Linux and not Mac? But it works on Windows. I use Windows. It's amazing for Windows. Doing some math. So yeah, my plans for spending stones, I've got like keep changing them, but like I think I have actually come up with like my final plan, not going to be changed. So the final solution plan, call it the final solution, is basically going to be getting perma. So right, so I was thinking once I say 750, I'll unlock extra orbs for my econ, like extra orbs mastery, sorry. But then I've decided I'll do that once I've done my other 2 masteries that are currently going to max for econ. I don't need to be unlocking another lab to be researching when I can't even finish mastery. Like I've not even finished 1 mastery lab yet. So I'll try and once I've finished Wave Accelerator, because that one's the further ahead of the 2 at econ, then I'll unlock. Just because like I'm not at the point where I can be labbing 3 with my econ yet. And the whole reason that I'm pushing my econ that much as well is because I was looking at my like labs coming up. Like there's labs that cost like 183 Q for me, which is just ridiculous. So I figured my econ is definitely still very much needed. Enemy health level skips is now 0, so I should really just. That's not what I wanted to do. Thank you, Genzors. I'm pretty much, well, I say guarantee first place. I'd be surprised if I'm not first, and if I'm not first, I should be definitely second because I got knocked out of Legends because I was an idiot yesterday, the last tournament. We'll have a quick look. I'm currently not at first, but that's just because of like them probably having better wave skip and they used intro sprint, whereas I didn't use intro sprint because I was thinking I need my health up, but that's not going to be an issue because we're in like I was gonna say baby tournament, but it's just champions. It's not that low. Haven't made the massive mistake of going down. How's everyone else's tournaments going if you've run them? Just out of curiosity. Although I suppose on the plus side, right, if I do get... Thinking, right, if I get the first place, how many gems am I getting? This stone, sorry. I get 320 stones at least with rank 1. Just shy of what I need. I think I need 800 for my next upgrade. Morning, Dinos. Yeah, this time doesn't work for most people on my later stream schedule, but it's a case of it very much worked before for some other people that I haven't seen for a while. Like I used to stream this time, and this was actually my busiest stream time, but I started streaming later because it worked with my schedule better when I'm off, when I am working, sorry. Got through 230 legend waves. Looks like I'm barely staying, but we'll see what happens. Well, hopefully you stay, Zine. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce your name. Yeah, I'm in champs because mistakes were made. Basically, that's the best way to put it. Mistakes were made. So last week, I thought before the stream I'd been really organized. Everything was set up. I was ready to go. I was so pleased with myself. And then I was like, Basically, I struggled to stay in Legends. I was like, after the stream, I was like, how come I struggled to stay in Legends? And then I was doing my tier 19 like reroll shard farm. And then I was like, how come I'm sometimes dying before I get to wave 45 when this fleet spawn? I was like, how come that's happening? That doesn't make sense. And then I checked my modules. So this whole time I thought I had Pulsar Harvester in my primary slot. I had Black Hole Digester, but I realised this after the farming. Sorry, not the farming. After the tournament had closed for entry, so I couldn't do another run to stay into Legends. So I screwed myself over. Basically, that's the short version of what happened. Mistakes were made. Mistakes are always made at the end of the day. Yeah, don't forget to change. I thought I'd changed everything. I thought I was doing amazing, and then like I thought I'd been really organized. I was proud of myself, and then I was not as organized as I thought I was. Basically, nowhere near, in fact. Second place in champs with 1,600 waves. First guy is guy with 3k waves. Jesus. Yeah. I'm hoping I don't go to 3k waves. Gonna have a look. Try to have a look. Here I am, losing my mouse again because of visual effects. Let's have a look at the ones. Yeah, so no problem there. I don't think. I mean, I had a look through most of the names. I haven't seen any people that have gone like top half of Legends like I used to. But then, like, I'm no longer top half Legends, so maybe not him. I'll be able to beat him. This guy may do better than I am, just because of my respecs. Oh, here we go. So this guy's going to do better. That guy was me. I meant to click on this guy and it pulled up my own profile. This guy's going to do better than me. This guy right here. Myself. Yeah, I doubt I'm going to do 3k waves, as I said, but it'd be funny if I did. I'm actually top 1,000 as well, by the way. Last time I checked, it did say I was top 1,000, but I don't know if that was correct. You can only check outside of run, can't you? I think. I just remembered I'm blocked from the subreddit. Apparently I'm a bot. Just because I advertised my giveaway once. Hey Conrad, how are you doing? Yeah, streaming earlier because it just works out today for me. Discord has trophies, but I haven't linked my account on the Discord. Yeah, if I remember, no guarantee there. After my run, I'll have a quick look and see where I am. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm actually top 1,000. But then that would have been with my Flamebot build, and I don't have my Flamebot right now. I'm glad I helped Conrad. That's the thing. My module last week. Yeah, it was last week, wasn't it? Saturday. Why is your flame bot so gimp? Isn't flame bot's supreme power for EHP? So I did explain this in my last update video. Yes, Flamebot is amazing, and it was getting me keys, but because I was an idiot, basically, to put it simply, I sacrificed, like, basically, so I sacrificed Golden Bot to get a really good Flame Bot. So I was getting keys, but my econ had gone, like, I'd lost over half my econ just by getting rid of my Golden Bot. So I couldn't keep my masteries going. So I've gone out of Flame Bot again so that I can get my masteries up so my econ can recover a bit, and then I'm going to go back into Flame Bot again. So I basically reduced the amount of stones I'm going to get for a little while. I've realized that, and I'm okay with that. But I have increased the amount of coins that I'm getting, and my econ is getting stronger. So therefore, I'm able to invest more into building up my tournaments. Basically. Yeah, okay, Hexen. Thanks for checking in. See you later. Saturday stream will be the later time, and Friday stream will also be the later time. Why? I can farm Multiverse Nexus. EHB does kind of have a little bit more to get it going really good in endgame, but also it doesn't. Like, one thing that is amazing about EHP that a lot of people overlook is I have no stone investment into my EHP build whatsoever. People say you have to invest stones in your well, yeah, technically I've invested a little bit of stones. I'm not going to be completely a liar. People are like, oh, it's pointless, don't invest into your death wave and everything. But my death wave, I do not put any damage into it, and it works perfectly fine. Technically, I'm investing stones now into Chain Thunder percentage damage for it as well. So assist module wise, I've done a few things to make mine better. But hang on, I'm gonna get to the right point. Modules. So when I'm farming, I use Multiverse Nexus here, and I use Primordial Collapse here, and assist mods for this one. This is currently purple. But I don't necessarily need to be using my Primordial Collapse when farming. I just use it to do better. Yes, Smite. Percentage damage on Chain Thunder is Smite, yes. 51. But that's also, like, that's late game anyway. Like, EHP works before that, no problem, without that investment. Like, I think people who think Glass Cannon doesn't need investment are ignoring a lot of stone investment that you need for Glass Cannon. You need all your CC reductions. Like, speed reduction is so important for your Chrono Field. You've got your inner landmine stuns. You've got your damage from your Chain Lightning. You've got also your assist for your cannon. And then if you're farming, you're going to be unlocking your assist for your core as well anyway. Not core, generator. Your core, you're going to be doing that for your ultimate weapon damage, so you need to be buying your assist modules for Glass Cannon too, really. Like, if you're wanting to make your build better, full stop, you're going to be getting assist, Glass Cannon, or EHP. EHP does work without assist modules farming. In fact, I'm not getting high rate, I'm just trying to explain. High rate, irate. EHP works better than Glass Cannon farming wise. Because before, like with Glass Cannon, before you can actually go into farming properly, you have to Devo before you can unlock the damage slider. EHP, you do not have to Devo. You can kill the enemies with orbs for your recon, and like you're never going to be killing enemies with your projectiles because they're not going to be doing enough damage. So arguably, you are better off EHP for farming, and you can farm Multiverse Nexus EHP no problem. So I disagree that Glass Cannon is better than EHP. I enjoy Glass Cannon. My baby Glass Cannon is actually a really fun tower, but its farming definitely is much more of a struggle. Yeah, my main EHP tower farms MVN, and going forward, it is actually going to be like reliant on MVN to have perma Deathwave. I was trying to think which one I'm trying to go for perma now, because I can get perma Deathwave with that without having G comp. So definitely would say don't say EHP's worse than Glass Cannon. Like, proper endgame Glass Cannon is still better. So my best run, this is where I am currently as well. So like, I'm farming tier 14. Technically 178.13 trillion right now is my best. But tomorrow that'll be increased again. I'm still working like on my econ massively, but then the Glass Cannon would also need to do that as well. Everyone needs to do it at the end of the day. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I exactly agree with you there in a way, Zone. So, EHP, much less investment to start off with. Yes, you do become reliant on PRC in a way in your later runs, but I'm using PRC at like 50% on tier 14 farming runs. And I can do tier 15 farming runs as well. The only downside with my tier 15 farming runs at this moment in time, before I'm going to invest more, is I need to basically pull, unless I use G comp, I need to basically have a good pull on getting Black Hole earlier. But I can farm 4,000. I can't even remember my last run. Unfortunately, it won't be there. I'll put it in Project Rend actually. And bear in mind, like, this is without my Flamebot as well. With Flamebot, I can do even better. I don't need Primordial Collapse reduction. In fact, I'll get it so I can find it on the screen first. So I don't think... I mean, obviously, like, tier 20 and above, yes, you are going to need that damage reduction, but there's many other ways to get damage reduction. Primordial Collapse is not a necessity. Just people have come to believe that is because it is so powerful, but you do not need it to be functionally in high-end farming. Well, I say high-end farm. Tier 14 farming, tier 15 farming. So when's my last tier 15 on here? Yeah, so my last tier 15, I did 4,971 waves. I just moved the wrong thing over. Apologies. Yeah, that's just going to be Apologies, I'll fix this in one moment. I just changed my screen over to the wrong screen. So I currently can't see anything. Bear with me. Come on. PC. My screen just entered sleep mode. Fuming right now. This is what I get for multitasking. Right. We'll move this over. Apologies about that. I'll max that out. So that's that ended tournament-wise. Currently top 4, but definitely not staying there. It would be amazing if I could get to champions on that account. Right. That's, oh my good god. Rend, please behave. Fighting that. I'm EHPing 3,800 waves on T15, but yeah, I need Black Hole Digester early, otherwise I die at like wave 800. Flamebot can make it up for it, but I'm also semi-free to play player. Yeah, Flamebot takes more time to invest. But yeah, so my last tier 15 run, which was 5 days ago, I got 4,971 waves, and I also got 4,944 waves the run before that, and that was also equivalent to my tier 14 farming runs as well, for the amount of coins that I got. So I might actually start doing some more tier 15 runs, see if they're actually better now, because I have actually increased a bit. But I may, as I said, I feel like my tier 15s I'm less likely to survive. And it's not like it's a case of because of Primordial Collapse, it's more crowd control issue. Like, right, I've got so many things to do on this tower. I'll do this run, I think. Saving up for the next one of those. I'm gonna increase my damage a bit because I can. There we go. That should help, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I feel like EHP is generally a less stone investment, and in a way, yes, you do have to sacrifice Multiverse Nexus farming, but also I feel like relying on Multiverse Nexus for your farming is also a bad thing. Natural Sync is generally better. In my opinion. I've been playing for years. I have shit ton of stones, and this account is not free to play. But as you asked, I will pull it up. Like I am heavily invested and like moving into end game on this account, so you know my stones are high. Grab the gems and then that's. Yeah, 63,570 stones. Some have been invested in bad places, not gonna lie. But that was when I was early game. Like, I've been playing the game for 2.5 years. Oh, you're in my bracket. Nice. And apologies as well. Are you on my main tower bracket? Ice. I know, are you on the one of the baby ones? Hang on. Maybe I'm missing. Ice Killer 51? Oh yeah, there you are. Yeah, apologies. Great to be in the same bracket, but apologies for being in your bracket. So I'm at 38k and farming 150 trillion an hour on Glass Cannon on T13 5k waves. Yes, I accept that, but also that's not an accurate measurement. until probably 3 months ago, I'd pretty much ignored econ. My econ was trash. I don't like measuring your account from stones. As I said, I've made some bad investments with my stones. Like, my chain lightning is higher than it should be for an EHP. Like, if I was going solely EHP, I would not have invested so much on my chain lightning damage. Like, it's at 733. I should never put it into that. But I also didn't really understand some things. My poison swamp is highly invested into. Because that was at one point like amazing. I'd invested in smart missiles, not a lot, but I had invested. So as I said, like there's econ that I've not done, and yes, you might be earning more than me, but are you doing Orb Devo? It's useful for the CC, but I haven't been able to research the labs on it yet. So I'm not saying Poison Swamp isn't useful, but like I've got damage investment in there, which I really shouldn't have, basically. Just sorting a couple of things out. I've accidentally selected something, and now Matt's looking with. But yeah, so oh, is my thing filtering out comments? I'm in top chat. I'll go back into live chat. It looks like I missed a comment there. So yeah, I'm not saying that EHP is like better than Glass Cannon. I'm just saying that the way that I've built my econ is trash, and I know that, and I'm trying to fix it. My econ investment stone wise is also really low. Yours might be much higher than mine. Like, what, for example, what's your golden tower at? Just as an example. Golden tower. My bonus is 19.1 from my golden tower. I've also never used Orb Devo in my life. So that could also be a massive contribution. I also have bad spotlight coverage as well, which doesn't help. I've got 41% per thing. Yeah, so my golden bot duration, golden tower duration, is 51 seconds, but that's including. Oh, is that actually including anything? I don't know. No, so I mean, Orb Devo gives you a lot more, econ wise. I don't like the micromanagement. It's just not for me. I was just thinking, do I have? Not on this one, is it? Golden Tower duration. No, so that is actually my Golden Tower duration. Apparently, it is up at 51 seconds. Which is fair. So mine is apparently longer than yours duration-wise. But you said your next cost is 250, but you didn't tell me what the multiplier is. Because my multiplier is 19.1. Oh, a lot of that will be labs as well, actually, for the 51 seconds. Because I've got, yeah, 20 seconds from that. Your Golden Tower bonus is 2. How is your bonus 2? How are you at 150 trillion per hour with a Golden Tower bonus of 2? How are you even at a Golden bonus Tower 2 times? Oh, GT Plus. I'm on about the actual bonus right here. I think my plus is only 3. Yeah, that's the thing. My masteries are fairly low. That's why I've started working on them. Also, another thing to take into account is what's your levels on your there's actually so much to take into account, right? What's your multiplier anyway? Like that's one of the biggest things. What's your coin bonus multiplier on tier 13? Yeah, that's the thing. Econ is not a measure of glass cannonary HP. It's a measure of how much you've invested in Econ, and I had slept on it for such a long time. It's just my bad at the end of the day. I just turned my screen off. Oh my god. This is what happens when I turn off my screen. I'm still here. Don't worry. Restart my music, and I'll get this screen to behave. Possibly. Try and get my screen back. Right. Everything's back. Right, okay. Screen. I need to change it to a different screen and then back. Just change it onto this screen to get this screen back. There we go. That was annoying. Apologies about that. I don't think your coin multiplier on tier 13 would be 1,300. I feel like it should be higher than that. Or maybe, oh no, it might be actually. We'll see what mine is after the tournament. But, oh god. Yeah, I might not do as well as I thought I was. I did say that I'd put, not that one. I'd put G-Comp in the wrong place. It should have been my primary. But, oh well. Yeah, I believe your Econ's better than mine. And that's just because I put my stones into silly places. Like, I put a lot of investment into Poison Swamp back in the day when Poison Swamp was king. I mean, it's got its place again. It's not king, though. Like, well, I say that. I don't even know. Where is Poison Swamp? Damage is 34, so it's not, like, fully invested, don't get me wrong. I've also got a lot invested in my black hole. My black hole is maxed. That uses a lot of stones. That's the thing. I need to finish finish researching the labs. I thought I had more investment in my smart missiles, but I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know where half of my stones went because I spent a lot of stones before basically I played for a bit and then I stopped playing for about half a year or something like that, and then I came back and like my account was an absolute mess. I probably should have just started from the beginning, but I'd already bought like milestone packs and everything, so I didn't want to lose that. So I always felt like something was missing from this account when I first started playing back, because it didn't make sense with the amount that I'd invested to what I actually had. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, it didn't add up. But like something had been removed, but I couldn't find it. I can't prove it. My econ was like weird. That's the thing. Where I am right now, my econ is jumping up massively. If I had stayed with what I was doing, I mean, if we just have a look, right? And this is something you've got to understand, right? So my stone investment has been going constant. Like the last few months, pretty much. It's slowed down a little bit, I guess, other than this month, because I had plans, big plans, and then my big plans didn't work. I'll stop referring to something that annoys me. But yeah, so if you have a look at my farming runs, right, I was shooting up an econ, so my econ should be so much higher, but then I took a hit to my econ for basically Flamebot to get better in tournaments, but that also slowed my econ increases. So I've not been investing stones in econ since basically a month. A month ago I sacrificed my econ, and now I'm back up where I was. How long ago was this? The beginning of January. I'm back to, so it's been a month to get back to where I was a month ago. But this is in a state where I can do rapid increases, so that this is going to be growing more now, econ wise. Then, like, if you look back December, I mean, in fact, yeah. So if we go past 500 runs, this is going to show this off much better. So this was my econ progression from August through so this is where it started to actually increase properly. This is where I started to actually focus on econ. So that was 2 months, or 3 months actually, because that was like August the 1st. Yeah. It'll go back further, but in fact, yeah, you can put all runs, can't you? Yeah. So May, I was at 8. There was increases, don't get me wrong, but it was very steady. Only recently where I started working my econ where it shot up. So generator assist, I believe I may have a little bit, but not much. Generator assist, that's 15. That's the generator, isn't it? Yeah. It is at 15% there. That's at 14%, and that's at 13%, because I wanted to invest a little bit into those to get some extra stats. Multiplier doesn't necessarily mean that much there either. I mean, even if you have a look, right? So yes, mine's at 15, but that's giving me 0.04% coin bonus. My main one is giving me 0.745. Since December, my econ is upgraded with 200%, mostly due to third spotlight and 15% angle for spotlights. That's the thing, right? I still need to, not in this one. I need to get Deathwave quantity up first, because that's what I'm prioritizing. Then I need to get my spotlight angle. And there's only 2 slots in here that I can use, really, because I need this duration to not have to use G-Comp. So it's a case of my econ is still in a place where it needs a lot of work because I don't have the right perks and things. Perks, substats. Wrong game there, thinking of perks. That's the thing. Like the fact that my spotlight angle, is only 41% is awful. Like, yeah, it's 41 times 3. Yeah, I do need to get the angle substat back up. But priorities. Also, as much as I would love do something, because my screens went weird, isn't it? Like they're moved down a bit. I would love that, but I've got 6,870 reroll shots. I need reroll shots. Oh, good though. You're on track now. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm on the right track to start working on my econ a lot. I realize my econ is so much lower than other people at my point, and that's why I switched from the tournament build to going back into working on my econ. Like, I'm currently working on. I don't think you can get perma. G Golden Bot, that would be awesome, but I'm trying to get it so that it's at least like 50% uptime. And then I'm going to work back on my Flame Bot again. Because what we're currently at is this one, yeah. I doubted myself there for a second. 84 seconds with a 39.5 second duration. So I just need to get this cooldown to 80 seconds, and then I'll be at 50% uptime on my Golden Bot. Yeah, so 5-second cooldown. Well, downtime. I would love to get it to that point, but that's a lot of investment. But it will get there eventually. But I feel like my Flame Bot needs to come back a bit as well. Your cooldown on your Golden Bot. So your Golden Bot is much shorter cooldown as well. That'll help you. Is there any way to increase the multiplier total coin bonuses by a lot due to stones or etc.? The total included themes. So yes, basically yes. There's so many ways to increase it by a lot. So you can increase it through getting the packs if you haven't already, having the cards, and then like difficulty tier is the biggest way to do it, obviously. But no, seriously though, there are ways. Like my modules give me the most. Technically, if you look at the things that I have other than difficulty tier, but stones wise, like I don't think they increase this multiplier actually. Your stones in general, but they will increase the amount of income that you make. Because basically, if you don't use effective path sheets, I would advise using the effective path sheet for stone investment into getting better recon. I'm just going to pull mine over quickly. Flash bomb, sorry. If you look at the econ, for me, I mean, it's a bit. Oh, my golden combo is much higher apparently than I thought it was. But then I don't kill as much in my golden combo, so it's a bit of an issue with that. But that's something that I'm working on. Yeah, so for me, it's saying like I need to do more into my assist because I've not updated that. But it tells you exactly what to invest in, like your Golden Tower bonus. You should be putting up to 350 is my next one on that apparently. So mine is a little bit higher than yours. Why is that? Sorry, Genzor's. Oh no, yeah, substat, isn't it? That's what it's saying, rather than the. Yeah, apparently I should increase my substats. And Golden Tower is a big focus for me. But this will tell you what the best stone increases, and as you can see, it has massive jumps further down. But it'll tell you what's best to spend your stones on. I definitely would recommend using effective paths for that. That just vanished into the ether on my screen. Like I pulled it onto a different screen and it didn't appear on the other screen. My build is struggling right now, but that is because, as you can see, my crowd control is failing. Still 2 seconds extra to reduce. How are we doing now? Yeah, I'm second now. One thing that I would say though, I mean, it depends on our jelly. I don't know even. Jealous fur. Then I don't even know how to break your name up. Apologies, but yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of this game is it's a marathon rather than a sprint, so it is just investing in the right things and slowly plodding along. Like, definitely don't sleep on being in a good guild and making sure that you get these increases from the relics and the themes. Sorry, and make sure to buy all the themes when they come up and the songs in the events, and then also make sure that you are basically just making solid increases into your recon. Don't sleep on your labs. Perfect. It's good that your guild's always maxed. It is just a case of I'm surprised how well I'm doing with not even having my perma black hole. Like, without the black hole, I'm taking barely any damage. But yeah, my health regen is clearly not keeping up, but I'm not taking, like, I'm not just dying instantly. If I'd swapped over to my direct, like, module setup, I would have had perma black hole, and I wouldn't even have that issue. I mean, I've still got my second wind to go, and then that'll increase my health regen. Yeah, it's literally just, unfortunately, like, getting all the small increases, and they will add up over time. Because what you've got to consider, because these are multiplicative, each upgrade gets better technically. So your relic increases of 1.55 times, or let's say, I'm trying to think of the best way of. Yeah, so 1.8 times on my modules. That's a good example because 1.8's easier maths in my opinion. So that multiplies whatever else I get by 1.8, like 80% better. So, for example, getting a 0.8% increase. Yeah, that's only 0.8, but no, it's not, because you times that by 1.8. So you're actually getting, I'm trying to do 80% of 8 and failing in my head. But yeah, so it becomes over 1% anyway, by a good margin. Well, yeah, let's say this was 1%, just for argument's sake. You'd be getting 1.8%. So you're getting basically 1.6. I want to say 1.65, but my brain's just not working this morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. So the more you get things, the more value you get out of the ones in the future. I go. That hurt a little bit. That should not have slid. I did not have the lever pulled. I've run out of water. My mouth's dry. I made the pair just to get some water, and yeah, I'll probably die, but my second wind will activate, so that should be fine. I'll be back in a moment. Apologies, guys. I am back. And I haven't used my second wind yet in 20 waves. I like how people stop watching my stream when I just disappear to get water. And I had a little bit of a toilet break as well, to be fair, but you know. I'm gonna put this. There's no way I can put this up on here. The guys have disappeared from my back alley, so I'm just gonna come over. Apparently the sun's shining out there as well. I do not miss surviving to 948 waves. On the plus side though, this is actually getting much quicker than it used to be, because I have those multiple wave skips now. Excuse me. I keep changing my mind on what I'm doing with my gems as well. So I was going to save up to buy the next card slot, but then I changed my mind. So now, rather than getting another card slot, I am just going to continue pulling until I get my OA up to Ancestral, just because my overall plan. So right now, my plan with stones is for Econ. I don't know why I highlighted those for Econ, but basically for Econ, for getting Perma Death Wave. But after I've got Perma Death Wave, I'm going to work on getting to 98% defense without using my perks. So I'm pushing for an absolute end game One other thing that I forgot to mention, which is one of the, I mean, it's basically bog standard, and I didn't even think about it. For like massive increase to your econ, is make sure all your econ stuff is synced. So if you've not got things perma, make sure they all activate at the same time, because again, the bonuses are multiplicative. With today's conditions, I think I might have been better for you to use G-Comp as primary. Yeah, I mean, I said that multiple times, Genzos. I should have used it as primary. I made the mistake there. I thought about it, but I decided I think I'll be okay. But I still think even with it as primary, I only get 3 seconds difference, right? Yeah, it's at 17, goes to 20 seconds. So I'm going there. I was just trying to think. So if I slow down to 1 times, and we'll watch. Because generally, I should be getting one of them per. In 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 seconds. So it would still go down. It wouldn't go down for as long, but it would still go down. So I would technically do better. So yes, you are right. Oh, nice. You're going to buy your first assist mod tomorrow. That's awesome. That's like... Getting your first assist mod feels so game-changing. Probably not as game-changing as it feels, to be honest, but it is impressive. That's the thing, unfortunately, for me. Like, even if I do definitely finish first, I'm still not going to get enough stones for an upgrade. I'm going to have to wait another tournament. Nice. I mean, to be fair, going glass cannon, buying for like doing better in tournaments definitely is great to do. Demon mode is a really massive, like it is a game changer in my opinion for glass cannon, getting that mastery, because once you, especially if you have demon mode like 300 wave cooldown, it just is perfect for like increasing your damage exponentially. You like single target damage, so core assist with OM chip would have be huge for you. Yeah, that's the thing, that makes a lot of sense. Having the additional damage for a single target will be great. I mean, that's one of my biggest struggles, right? And it's what I'm trying to consider, is as EHP, with the way that things are, like I am going to have to figure out a way to do damage without percentage damage. And that's when I'll kind of go into hybrid anyway. But the basically state of play is bosses and fleets are a massive issue. And now, technically, the only fleet that's a massive issue is Commander, because it doesn't damage my tower, so I can't use the tower's thorns. But ideally, you don't want things hitting you on your thorns too long anyway. So, well, say that. So basically, it's Commander and I forgot the name of the other one. It won't even show it here, will it? Oh no, yeah, will. Overcharge. Technically, they are issues. Saboteur does no damage. That's pointless for EHP build. But Commander buffs everything, so it does become an issue. So if I can't kill that with actual damage, it ends my wave early. Overcharge is obviously it does damage, so it does potentially become an issue, but it's not as of yet. It's about as much of a problem as a boss in theory. But the damage reduction from percentage damage basically doesn't work on them so much. So like the chain lightning percentage for Smite, because it's the current wave EHP, or HP even, sorry. It's an issue of it doesn't do the damage reduction on bosses. So the bosses have more damage. Like Rays, they only have the actual wave health. So it's great to reduce their damage. Like, Rays are no longer a problem. Scatters, still technically a problem because of the way that they shotgun, but not so much. Especially, again, Smite kills all the baby children so much easier. The baby children being the fourth ones that spawn. Once I upgrade it even more, it'll kill the third ones easier as well. So it's just a case of basically reducing the amount of damage bosses can do. The EHP is the most important thing at the phase where I am. But there's no real way to do that other than getting, I guess, more electrons is going to help me. But there's no guarantee the electrons are going to hit enough times to make that much of a difference. Like, there's not much single target damage that you can work on that only hits the bosses, other than potentially going into in a landmine. So it does technically work on them, but the way the damage reduction works, I think it says it in here, doesn't it? Oops, let's not turn off Chain Lightning. So yeah, enemy damage is reduced by 10% for every 6% of the health lost from Chain Lightning. Smite also works on this, right? So the issue is, the next boss I'll get is basically, as I was saying, Smite does... oh, you have to go into here. Right, I'll go into the encyclopedia. Smite does percentage of wave health. So bosses have 20 times the wave health. So typically my Smite can deal like 35% of the wave health. Is it 35? Yeah, 35% after 100 hits. So for a normal enemy, that's 35% of their health. For a boss, that's like 0.7% of the health, or something like that. And the next time I get an actual boss, I can see exactly how much damage my Chain Thunder's doing. So because it's only doing like 0.7% damage, it's only reducing their damage by like 1.5%. Yeah, so... Did I get no Chain Lightning damage on it? Apparently my Chain Lightning didn't even hit it. Did I turn my Chain Lightning off again? No, my Chain Lightning was on. I just did no Chain Lightning damage, so no damage reduction. I do not know how I did not hit it with Chain Lightning. That one I definitely did. There we go. 0.1%. So that means I do 0.18. No, wait. Hang on. It's for every 6, so 1 times. Brain's not working. Yeah, 0.66. I was right. My brain was working. I just doubted my brain. So I reduced that damage by 0.16%. Not even 1% damage reduction against the boss from Chain Thunder, because it just doesn't do the damage. So, like, it's also technically reduced against. That's the important thing to understand about Chain Thunder. Like, if your Chain Lightning is high damage and you were Glass Cannon, yes, the damage reduction works. But for relying on percentage-based damage, that's where the issue comes from. So if we go into our encyclopedia, fasts have the same health, so that's fine as basics. Tanks have 5 times health, So tanks, technically, it doesn't work against as well, but the higher things you get into, tanks go tank ultimate, and then they never touch your tower, so it's not really a problem. Protectors, meh. Vampires have 2 times health, so technically the reduction against them's not as good, but we have Garlic Thorns for them, so it's not so bad. Ray has the same health, so that works amazing against them. Scatter have 2 times health, so damage reduction is reduced against them as well. But it's only halved against them because it's only 2 times, right? But then when it splits in half, the health cuts in half. So the first babies are down to 1 times damage, so that means that you get your full reduction against them. However, they keep the heat up from the main one, from what I'm aware, damage-wise. It's the only way the damage makes sense. Yeah, for Chronofield Plus works well for a lot of things. I mean, that'll definitely be where I'll be heading once I've done everything else that I've done, but I've got so many stone investment ideas that Chronofield Plus is not priority for me. But it would help. Like, once I've got 4 away, then maybe I'll look at Chronofield Plus. And maxed out my damage reduction against everything else other than boss. I feel like OA is probably going to be the biggest help against bosses for me. Just because it does 15% of their actual remaining health every time they hit. Because I mean, right now, still like 4.4% damage. That's pretty impressive for just having like the 2, so they're not hitting it all the time. For crowd control, tournaments, and damage reduction, EHP farming. Yeah. So Chronofield's an amazing one to have, but it does take a lot of investment. So good luck with it. You definitely will not regret unlocking it though. Like there's certain ultimate weapons that some people feel like this waste of time to unlock, but you do need to unlock them for mastery or plus versions. Yeah, so it's a lot in lab time, but it's not as bad as a lot of people make it out, in my opinion. Like, I have much longer labs. It depends on how early you lab it to how long you feel like the labs are for it. I'm just looking at my cells working out if I'm gonna... Oh, I died whilst I was looking at... I thought I had much more time. Second, second's not bad, really. Definitely do better than that guy. But I'll probably just... I'll throw this in as an assist. I'll probably just do another run with G-Comp as my main. Because that'll give me more uptime, less likely to just pop, right? Just make sure I put Pulsar Harvester back in. Yeah, I definitely think... I'll just quickly reroll some effects because you never know. Chain Lightning Chance will be better than anything else I've got there. I know it's only 2%, but still. Yeah, I will do another run. I was just thinking, could wait 5 hours just to get that inevitable mission. But yeah, definitely going to need another run to get to number 1, but I will get number 1 as long as they don't do another run. Yeah, that's the thing. There's same lab time on other things. Apologies, I had to cough there. So yeah, state of play, second here. But I feel like, yeah, that they're probably going to be a problem. I'll definitely end top 4. Especially if I'm going to do another run, which I will be. Yeah, this one's no longer 4th. It's down to 19th. And then Baby EHP is sitting about 17th. Not bad. I can see that there's already potential issues of getting knocked out of the top. Yeah, no, I'll be fine against that person. Yeah, so I will do one more run because I do not want to be leveled down. And I think having that set up is definitely better. Got an idea, but I don't know if... I need to work out the maths. If I put this on as an assist... Oh no, hang on. Yeah, no, it would increase. I was just thinking, would it reduce, but it'll increase? Because it's only epic. As long as that G-Comp keeps my perma, I should do much better, yeah. But I won't be doing that on stream. I've got videos that I need to record for, like, tower reviews and things. So I'm going to basically end the stream here and have this running in the background whilst I'm doing my tower reviews. Thank you, everyone, for checking in. And I'll push up. It looks like this guy's actually stuck at the same wave as me, so definitely rerunning. Just thinking, is there anything else I can do to increase? Just like a little extra push as well. I mean, I could technically just give myself an extra push with this, but I kind of want to try and keep my coins for keeping my econ going. Yeah, no, I'll behave. I'll just do a normal. Thank you all for checking in. It's been a pleasure as always. I love connecting with you guys. So remember, my normal streaming time, not this streaming time, for Friday is the giveaway. So if you haven't commented on the giveaway video for stones, go do that. If you're not a member and you want to be a member for that extra stone chance and the seeing videos early, and getting the shout out of your name on the channel as well, by all means, I appreciate the support. Don't feel like you have to. It just helps support what I'm already investing in anyway. Because I'm doing 2 stone pack giveaways this week, on Friday, and I've definitely not earned enough from YouTube to be doing that. I support it myself. I'm not saying that I have a problem with that, but if I wasn't supporting myself, that would be amazing. It's just I love to give back to the community, and I'm in a pretty good financial situation. Just if YouTube was to subsidize that, maybe I could look at doing stone pack giveaways on my giveaway video every month rather than every other month, stuff like that basically. So yeah, thank you all, see you next time, and ciao for now.